Yeah, I doubt I'll do some more mining straight away. I'm probably not going to do it right away. In fact, I want to take a quick look at this house I live in. Because it still isn't finished. In fact, I have actually been growing to dislike my choice of using the birch wood here for the pillars. I feel like I might just want to replace it with something like oak wood instead. Maybe same goes for these planks. But I'm trying to think, what's going to be like the best choice of wood to replace these with? Could I maybe just settle with dark oak wood like I have for the roof? Well, you know, it makes sense. Or I could maybe possibly go back to the Grecon to get haunted wood. Then it might not exactly blend in well with the roof. Yeah, the wood honestly wouldn't be that hard to get. I would have to take a death, though, just to basically death warp out of Grecon. Because it's still basically connected to Mysterium, which, in turn, that's just no longer connected to the overworld like it should be. So how many regular oak logs do I have? I'll probably want more than that. And that's where I left my axe. Then again, I can actually just grow some saplings and not have to go looking for trees myself. Yeah, I was under the assumption I'd have saplings. And bones. Haven't been using these, nor have I been using the saplings, so I was under the assumption I'd have both. Alright, so let's just grow some trees and start cutting them down. And we'll just get a bit of logging experience, because why not? And we'll also probably end up with a couple of apples. Either from the logging skill or just how you'd normally get apples, by simply cutting down the trees and letting the oak leaves decay. And I'm just getting some essence from cutting the wood because that's on the drop table for the logging skill. If I want to keep on doing this, I'm probably going to want to get more bone meal. I still have all this I can use up. And even then, I think I have enough wood for now. Okay, I can definitely make do with 64 logs. But I'd much rather build my house during the day. Fewer mobs spawning, and it's just going to be a lot easier to see in the day. So should I put this armor back on? Do I need the jump height that badly? Well, at the very least, I know I probably want to have Rosedons to help me. That way I can just eat some and quickly just teleport up to the roof. So I don't have to just build up to it myself. probably keep this stack of Rosedons on hand for now. And just put the rest away for later use. Alright, so let's start cutting down some of this wood and replacing it, because I feel like I'm gonna like the oak logs better than the birch ones. Oh, I have an even better idea, though. I think I'm also going to use my Shire Staff to just help me, basically, get around. Except, where did I leave my energy runes? I have quite a few distortion runes on hand, but not that many energy runes. I'm going to guess they're in one of my shulker boxes. That is, if you even really have any left. And it looks like I'm almost all out. And this is basically all I have. That's pretty much all the energy runes I got there. We're basically out, almost. That, I could just use Ender Pearls instead to teleport across the house. I mean, I still have plenty of those to go around too, at least. But the Shire Staff, I basically, if I can use that, I can basically save on pearls, and basically won't have to just get like a new stack of pearls every time I use up like 16 of them. Yeah, because this thing is essentially just Ender Pearls on a stick, but I don't have the runes to really use it though, sadly. I'll probably also replace the sidings as well. Then I'm also gonna have to figure out what to do with the walls. Because I probably do want to replace those as well. So this is certainly going to look different by the time it's all replaced. Now I'm trying to think what kind of wooden planks I'll use to replace the siding, because there's still so many choices. I could just go with regular oak and it still could end up looking pretty nice. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what choice of block to really go with here. I'm gonna get something darker color for sure. Ankeny is a little too bright for what I'm going for right now. I do have the dark oak wood on hand, so I don't have to go basically get it from elsewhere. Spruce could look even nicer though, perhaps. I mean, it's certainly going to blend in better with the actual oak logs themselves. I could try and put down spruce and see what happens. See how that looks. And then the rest of that wood will basically just go to later use. Yeah, I think I'll be able to make do with the spruce wood. It does look pretty good, actually. It looks really good with just the regular oak logs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get used to this. Whoops. So I just basically wasted some perfectly good runes doing that. Right, so that's already looking pretty different. Not to mention I'm still going to have to finish up that roof as well. And also pick up all the planks that are going to drop inevitably because I'm just breaking all these blocks. So we'll have to just pick them up too. Oh, sweaty. Hello there. Just doing some work on the house because I kind of want to just rebrand it right now. I kind of got tired of looking at like the old version of my house, so I'm trying to see if I can just basically redecorate it so it's going to look a little nicer. Basically replacing some sidings and some pillars right now to start. And then I'll probably do more work on the wall so it's not just like all stone. Just so it'll be a little more interesting to actually look at. So if I put this here, I'm just trying to make sure this all lines up correctly. Alright, so all that siding's been replaced now. So now I'm just going to have to think how I'm going to redo some of the walls so it actually looks good. But first things first, I should just put the rest of the roof down. Because there is still basically the rest of the roof that's not entirely finished yet. So now I basically have to put some blocks away. Except there's not much room to really go and do that. Also gonna just clear the inventory out of other random stuff I have right now. And we basically have, like, no energy runes left. You pretty much can't really do anything with just 2 runes. We're gonna have to get more. Safe to say we can probably put this away again. We can't use it for now. I use these to just easily get around my house. Just so I don't have to really build around to certain parts of it. So, how many Luculus pieces of wood did I even leave myself with? Probably more than enough stairs, but the rest of my logs, I probably left them in the shulker box. Let's just quickly pull these out. And then that right there will basically go towards just more slabs and just more solid blocks. Basically whatever we're going to need to actually complete the roof. Oh, we have plenty of dark oak wood too. This really shouldn't be that hard to just finish. I mean, I basically already have a pattern going. So I need to just basically adhere to a pattern I already have. And then in no time we should have a complete roof. I think the real hardest part was actually getting a decent pattern started. Just knowing exactly what I want to place. But yeah, that's basically been taken care of a while ago. So I would like to quickly check over on this side to see how I placed these blocks to just basically match it over on the other side. Alright, this should be easy enough to match. I'm actually pretty lazy to just place blocks right now. I'd rather just not bother placing blocks if I don't have to. It'll just be like one less thing to basically do after, just to basically break the blocks. Because I don't want to leave them on my roof, obviously it's going to kind of mess it up. No one will ever notice, like, some of these blocks are half slabs. Alright, so I see how to place the rest of these now. Alright, so that's basically a complete roof at this point. Yeah, I'd say the roof looks good enough right now. Oh, and there's also still this little part to just finish off. Yeah, we're gonna basically have a complete roof at the rate we're going, because I basically know how to place these blocks now. I know exactly what I'm doing. If I go in like this, I probably need to break this down. Then I think that has to be like a corner stair right there. Except it's not placing correctly. That has to be a corner stair. kind of like so. So that's got to look like that, even though no one will ever really notice this. So that looks like that, ideally. And then as for what the rest of the roof's going to look like, I think this is basically what I'm going to do for the roof. And then everything else, I haven't quite decided yet. So that's basically a finished roof right here. And it'll just look better if I put these extra blocks here. Wait, what if I did this, though? That does look a little silly. I guess I'll probably just leave it at that for now, until I really figure out exactly what I want to do. Also, inside the roof's looking asymmetrical. I could maybe just take care of that later and just think about what I'm going to do with the walls. Oh, that's the wrong food. Alright, so what to do with some of the walls, actually. Could maybe try and get more windows in here. And then again, not much of a point. Not much of a point to windows from what I'm seeing. Alright, so how can we basically just go about this? Like, what else could I do on it? It's not going to look hideous, basically. I'm still trying to picture something that'll look reasonable, but I'm not quite seeing it right now. Well, at the very least, I could probably actually finish up this thing. So I guess I'm going to do that, too. Also going to get some half slabs to place to just prevent mobs from spawning. Because what I'm planning to do is actually finish off that sort of portal area. And I'm going to place half slabs all inside so no more mobs can spawn in here. So stuff can't spawn in here, I'm going to place a ton of half slabs everywhere. First I'm going to basically block all this off. We're probably going to need a lot more blocks than this, especially if I'm using, like, all the cobblestone inside, not outside. Probably going to need more cobblestone for this, most likely. Okay, I think I might actually place a couple of slabs right now. Since I know it's going to happen eventually that I'll place these. Basically going to prevent mob spawning in here by putting half slabs everywhere. And ideally, no one's going to be able to see the inside of this anyways. It is going to basically be blocked off by cobblestone anyways. And that's already most of the slabs placed down, which is good. This is so nothing is going to spawn inside here, because I'm going to still leave it all hollowed out, basically. Well, I'm going to need some more stranglewood planks for that, or any type of block you can turn into wood slabs anyways. Doesn't matter which, it's just I have a lot of stranglewood on hand that I'm not really using right now, so just to basically use something for half slabs, doesn't matter which, since this is actually going to be like all blocked off, you won't see the inside of it. So I could have basically picked whatever block I wanted, it wouldn't have made a difference. And then we're of course going to need more actual cobblestone. And I seem to have almost none of it left. Or actually no, on second thought I have plenty. On second thought I actually have way more on me than I initially thought. So I guess we'll place some down right around here perhaps. Oops. Trying not to place it like that. Let me just break these. Yeah, there's basically just going to be an entire wall here. And then some more wall here as well. Just to basically mix it up a bit and not have it all be like a single block type. And I'm probably also going to put some more portals down right around here too. So this is basically looking almost complete already. And I'm still probably going to block these off so I can't just walk in here by accident. And that didn't work at all. Or better yet, I just do that. Then I need to just also seal up the ceiling here too. It's basically going to be almost completely sealed off at this rate. That being the inside of this giant portal nexus we have. Alright then, that's the top done. If we go in here, it's pretty dark, but nothing should spawn in here. Maybe stuff can spawn up here, so let me just basically mitigate that. Let me just make sure that's also prevented, so nothing spawns in here too. Or it doesn't look like anything can really spawn in here at all. It should be spawn proof from what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's gonna look so different by the time I'm done just placing even half of the stuff I want to place right now. And we can actually finally also finish up our portal nexus too and put down 2 more portals. Just putting away stuff I don't need to carry right now. I don't even think I'll be doing anything with these. Maybe I can throw some of this in the mix, unless it just really sticks out like a sore thumb. Oh right, I also wanted this. And then I need to carry the carved runes with me as well. So I need to quickly make more space in the inventory for those. Don't know why I'm still carrying so many of those. Really don't need to. So now I can set up the last 2 portals, pretty much. So I have a grand total of 4 portals on this side, 2 here, 4 on this side, and then there'll be 2 more put here. So 12 on bottom and 8 on top. That's going to be 20. That's basically all 20 portals we'll need, given how 2 of the dimensions, like, you don't actually access via Realmstone. The other 20, however, you need Realmstones for, so we basically now have all that taken into account. We don't need our red Realmstones for Grekon and Runendor, since you don't access those via portal at all. Well, not by the traditional portal. You have to, like, just go through on a Mysterium. That's basically already taken into account. "22 dimensions, but 2 of them, like, you don't build the portals for them yourself. You go through one in Mysterium. Can I ender pearl out of here? Let's see. As a matter of fact, I can. Maybe I could build some sort of a staircase along the side here and it won't look too awkward. could either go up by the ladders or go up by one of these staircases too. Like, might as well just have it anyways. Keep falling down here though. So I need to place blocks here. And the realm shifter was kind of standing in the way. Oh, that's why I'm not placing blocks here. Can't do so on a half slab. Alright, this doesn't look too bad in all honesty. Except I didn't place this block exactly the right way. Then we just also need like 2 more runes of power to just actually complete the portals. But I also have to put the other 4 runes down as well for this to actually work. So I think it's safe to say this will be all our portals we need for the rest of the playthrough. I can't exactly go to Ancient Cavern yet, I still don't have a Realm Stone on me. I had access to it momentarily, but redirected it elsewhere since I knew I wouldn't be going to Ancient Cavern for a while. That plus I sold off all my Realm Stones anyways. Since I knew for a fact I really wouldn't be doing anything there until I hit 70 Augury. So I figured it would just make perfect sense to sell off the Realm Stones. Alright, there we go. I think I also need like 2 ancient rocks for this. And there they are. That's our rocks. And then the runes go something like this. Actually, no, it's unpowered runes. And then we can make our portal. Well, then we can make our, basically, our runes to make the portal. So it's not chunks, it's unpowered runes themselves. Yeah, I momentarily forgot. And then that's our carved rune of power right there. Still have like 55 of these. Then we simply need to just put these down quickly. Well, we can activate the Vox Pawns portal again, but I do want to just quickly check that it still works and puts you back at the exact same place I had earlier. Just want to know it puts me back next to that hole, but I'm just going to pop in for like half a second then leave. Alright, still takes you exactly in front of that hole I made earlier. Hence why I decided to just pop in for like about 1 or 2 seconds, because I'm clearly not equipped to go in there with that face mask or hazmat armor. Hence why I can't stay in there too long at all. Just to see the portal actually just puts me back where I'm expecting it to. And nothing more. Alright, that's another Mysterium Realmstone there. That's another spare silver coin we'll just get. So I will just quickly sleep again just to make it daytime. So there's fewer mobs pursuing me while I build stuff. And again, it's always just more pleasant to work in the daylight and not in the darkness. Yeah, I think it's safe to say this does look about right. Yeah, this does look about right here. Then if I want to really call this Portal Nexus complete, I would just need to light this with an Ancient Cavern Realm Stone, and then it's basically 100% finished. We'll have successfully have gotten the portal at least to every dimension in the mod. Every single dimension, not counting Grekon and Runendor, since you don't make those portals yourself. At least not in the version I'm playing. Alright, so this finally now looks a lot more complete than it did earlier. Oh, I forgot to actually chop this piece of wood down, hence why the leaves are still just floating. Yeah, those were supposed to have decayed a while ago. Basically obvious as to why they didn't sooner. Right, so that's just a bit more of the house basically now taken care of. Place has come along nicely, I must say. Right, so I need to get the rest of these blocks just simply put away. And good to know now I have actually more space to put random blocks as I end up with them. Yeah, if I really want the Ancient Cavern Realm Stone, there's like 4 ways I can go about getting it. I think it'd honestly be best with just going back to Gardencia for it, but it's still not something we can really actually capitalize off of straight away, since I'm still at only 55 Augury, and the grind is actually much longer than I anticipated. Since it's basically down to how lucky you get with forging as to when you get your Augury level up. Because I basically can't really get the materials needed to train the skill any other way. It's mostly just forging as to how you gather those materials anyways. So I could maybe consider putting windows here anyways. Maybe putting more wood here. And then maybe some windows. And then something else around. And I might just have to try it anyways. Just to see if it actually looks good or if it looks hideous. I'll take out some of this. I'll take out some glass panes. And I'll probably just get ready to put everything back if I really don't like what I'm looking at. Alright, let's just try and actually build some sort of actual pattern into the wall anyways. So if I break everything on the wall here, it shouldn't really actually affect anything inside. Do I do like 5 long by 5 long? I think I will try something like that. Let's just see if this looks any good or not. If not, then oh well. If so, then neato. Let's try this. So logs, like so. Then we're gonna break down some more of the stone and get some essence just because we're breaking stone. Then we'll obviously put a window here that you can't see through because of furnaces. I don't quite know about this. I'd also have this thing to replace as well. I had to see if that actually looks right or if I need to actually just completely reconsider what I'm doing. What if I just actually put the wool here and put the stone around the window? Will that look better or not? Okay, yeah, it does work both ways like I was expecting. Just gonna basically break these down faster. Interesting. Does this really look as good as I want it to, though? Could maybe try to do some sort of trick here so it doesn't look like as sharp a contrast here with how these blocks are placed. Still looks very blocky in all honesty. But this could perhaps work to just basically help make this look a little more unique. But I just find this does look pretty blocky when I'm looking at right now. So I don't know. Could maybe make a temporary chest and just put some of my building materials there. And then I can maybe just actually come back to that later. So I might want to actually have inspiration to build that corner there, or to build that wall. I want to have inspiration going into this build here just to basically know what I'm doing. So I guess temporarily we'll have a wall like that. It's not letting me hang this back up. Not like I really enjoyed having these hung up that much anyways. I just kind of did it early, and yeah, because I felt like it was cool to have banners. Let's just say I also have more banners than I even know what to do with them. Pretty sure anyone who's ever played this mod has found themselves in like the exact same predicament. More banners than we know what to even do with. Might actually need a little more inspiration and insight for this wall here. Because once I find a pattern I really like, I'm probably just going to also repeat it going up to where like the roof is. And I'll probably just try and mimic it maybe on all sides of the building. Or like most of them. Haven't quite decided yet. It's going to look a little awkward from the inside, so I have to see what I could do about that too, maybe. Maybe less awkward once I actually just build it all the way up, but I'm probably going to actually just do that later. So things definitely look a bit different around the base already. And there's only just still more work to do on it. We finally have a full roof even though it's asymmetrical on the inside. And there's also that to fix too. Alright, so what else is there to do besides everything? I mean, it would certainly be more fun to actually not just do more mining. Even though I'm thinking we need to get 70 augury eventually. And mining's the only real way to go about it. I mean, I did actually also start the process of gathering more of these, so I think I might just go hop right back into doing that. I think we'll go right back to iron mine, perhaps. And just start looking for lion ore. And I think I might have made too many torches already. Well, it depends on how long I actually stay out there. Because I don't quite know how long I'll be staying out there, even. Oh, hi there, Frost. I think I'm gonna go to iron mine, perhaps. And just look for lion ore there. I also spent quite a bit of time just thinking over what I want to do next after just trying to build something but feeling like I might need inspiration to actually make the wall look really good. Because I feel like this design can definitely be improved on. I'll probably have to look at some more like actual similar designs and see like what they do better than mine. Because I feel like I can definitely do better. So I'll just hop into iron mine and start. And from what I've seen, the best way to get lion ore in this dimension by far is probably just by looking for caves. Looking for caves exposed to the surface and then just going into each of them and hoping to find lion ore. Rather than just digging out all the blocks yourself. Wait, is that that's a foraging master. And yes, I can finally wear that armor. Except I still need to pay, like, 4 Luniver coins total, 1 per piece, to actually get the armor. But I can finally wear that. I've basically maxed out the foraging skill. And I got 3 extra levels to boot, since I've been doing a lot of mining lately. So I can finally wear that. Yeah, it's pretty important you have your base organized in this mod. Because of just how many items they add. And not to mention, of course, with like the 22 dimensions, of course there'd be a lot of new items added into the game. So that's why it's super important everything's organized. So you just basically know where everything is, because having everything organized, especially early on... Oh, that's the quick pocket there. Hence why I keep dropping my sword when he hits me. I'm just saying, it's like super valuable to basically have everything in your collection organized well ahead of time. Especially if you get this done early because of just how much time it'll save in the long run. Yeah, because let's say you spend like about 30 seconds trying to find a specific item, when you could easily probably do it in like under 5. And let's say you have like an extremely long playthrough on your Minecraft world. The time you essentially waste by not having your items organized ahead of time essentially just adds up. It might seem minuscule at first, but over a really long term it will just add up to something huge. So if you plan to play on your Minecraft world for a very long time, even in vanilla, I just say organize your stuff. Basically know where everything is. And there's no generic way to do this either. I mean, how you organize also kind of depends on your playstyle too. Like, what do you like to do most in Minecraft anyways? So there's no generic process to it either. Okay, so I take it these guys won't be hard to find at all once I'm actually finally ready to buy the foraging armor. And even then, getting the Lunavar coins won't be too time-consuming if I just basically go and do that now instead of anything else. But I can always just buy that armor later. Right now, I kind of want to focus on actually finding open caves to hop in. Finding more caves so I can try for Lion Ore some more, but not finding too many right now. We're really not finding a whole lot. Right, so still, like, no caves in sight. That or I'm not looking hard enough, or just not getting lucky, or whatever. I could probably be turning around more frequently just to get a better look at most of the immediate area. Still gonna just focus on going northeast, basically. Alright. And not to mention there's a lot of flying hostile mobs that shoot explosive projectiles at you. So you basically want to keep moving, so not too many of those can shoot you at once. You want to be able to constantly stay on the move anyways. Also, easier said than done in this dimension with all the plants and the random effects they give you. Like, each plant basically has its own effect it gives you when you touch it. And it's pretty easy to just basically touch grass and just get all these different status effects and periodically get thrown up in the air. So if you don't know what plant does what, then you're going to be in for one hell of a time coming here. Still not really finding these open caves right now. The rate we're going, I might have to just dig myself a tunnel. Just so I don't basically get destroyed out here. Yeah, it's just basically a lot safer underground digging your own tunnels than traveling on the surface, but we finally found an open cave. And we found some of the ore we were looking for as well. It's typically a lot easier to find by doing this, since you're able to just actually not have to break down all the blocks yourself. And you can also fairly easily spot whatever lion ore you do come across. So I recommend this over digging your own tunnels, but digging the tunnels yourself is certainly safer. It looks like I've probably already scoped out this entire cave. So I'm just gonna head over to the next one I can find. Wherever that may be. Alright, another cave to hop into. Or maybe not. I kind of just look to see where there's no grass and just kind of work from there. Where the ground is like a dark gray and not like a golden color. And then I basically just work from there. See if the caves go deep enough, but... Okay, now they're going deep enough to actually possibly find some more. Except it's still uncommon enough you're not necessarily guaranteed to get any. You could still basically just not find any because it's not that common. Looks like I basically came out empty-handed from that one. That doesn't go deep enough either. So I'm basically just going to keep on doing this until I actually find enough lion ore to get enough silverfoot kills to have a golden statue of them, which means I need to kill him 9 times total, and I already have 4 silverfoot kills, so... I'm honestly not that far away, given how I can now just do this as opposed to digging out the tunnels myself, and it just goes by much quicker. No ore there either. Alright, nothing here either. Now I'm starting to basically just come up dry for Lion ore. I got 4. I found 1 vein so far, and that was basically it. I was kind of expecting to maybe struggle a bit on this. Makes perfect sense that, of course, I won't find too much of it. Maybe I must have gotten really lucky the last time I went caving for it. Found so many caves and quite a bit of Lion ore. Now I'm not finding too many of either. Because, yeah, of course we're just playing against random number generation here. Alright, so I got some more caves to try out quickly. I know if I go, like, below Y45, I am guaranteed to basically not find ore. That led to no ore whatsoever. Nothing stopping you from just digging all your own tunnels, but I find this just goes by quicker to just actually explore the tunnels procedurally generated already. These tunnels are basically already done for you. I'm gonna guess there's probably none in here either. So now we need to go further down in the Y coordinates to find more. Tunnels, possibly. Alright, that's a lot of enemies. I prefer to not fight them, but I'm having trouble just moving right now. Hit quite a few of the slowness plants. So that could be an issue. Alright, that should get rid of it. I just spotted some more ore. Neato. Yeah, you pretty much want to look everywhere you can. Because any ore you find is always nice. Even if it's just like 2, still, it's better than none. Yeah, the ore doesn't come by often, so you'll basically take anything. It's basically progress, no matter how you put it. I think I might just put the torches in the offhand, so placing them's a lot easier. And a lot quicker. So it's basically just run through all the randomly generated caves and light them up as you go. So you can see where you're going, and grab whatever lion ore does show up. If I go down here, I'm probably going to fall too deep to actually find any more, so... I think same goes for that cave, too. I'm trying to stay, like, above y equals 45. I think we might have possibly just gotten everything we can checked in the cave already at this point. Well, everything that could possibly have the ore that we're looking for. Yeah, because once we go below a certain Y level, you stop finding it entirely. Alright, I'll just lose my torches. Alright, I'll kill this thing, then pick up my pickaxe again. Or maybe I won't pick it up right away. There we go. So I'm not expecting to find any ore here, since from the last I read up, you don't find any ore below y equals 45 at all. So there's basically really no point in going down this deep, since you can't find anything. That's another rare mob right there, but I'm not even interested in fighting it right now. That plus I got 3 other polytoms just firing at me already. Maybe only 2, but I think it's probably 3. I see 2, but it could be at least like 3 easily. Plus I got like some other ground mobs, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Yeah, not every day you see me just ignore a rare mob like that. This basically doesn't seem to lead anywhere interesting, or does it lead anywhere? No, it doesn't really take me anywhere. Great. I'll just dig in a bit so I'm not stuck against that wall. I teleported a long ways up. At least it makes it nice and easy to see more caves from up here. Or so I thought. I was looking at caves, but I guess I wasn't. If I go in here, we'll actually find some more tunnels or not. Well, I'm finding some more ore, which is good. So we can pick this up. If there's any more, I also want to see if there is more. Though it probably doesn't look like there is. No, there probably isn't any more here. That looks like it's just going to go too deep for me to bother continuing looking. I think I'll actually start heading backwards, south, and then just heading east. So that was the cave I was literally just in. If I can actually move, that would be great. Alright, there's mobs everywhere. Alright, I need to just split. I need to just move it, basically. Alright, there's a tunnel here. And a branching path, too. Nice. There's just more places to basically check. Nothing here. Might run out of torches eventually. I made like 3.5 stacks, and I think it's safe to say I might use all of them. At least the coal and the wood are not hard to replace at all. Bingo! Now have 10 of these on us. Oh, and there's some more right here as well. I think that piece of lion ore is probably just sitting by itself, too. I'm still gonna grab it regardless. That's gonna go too deep. It's gonna go deep enough where I'll stop finding ore, so I'll go upwards instead, of course. Dead end here. I feel like I might have exhausted all the possibilities here already. The possibilities that don't go below, like Y45. Because from what I read up, like, nothing below Y equals 45 matters when it comes to finding lion ore. Rune Shrine that I don't care about because there are much closer ones than that one. I mean, with the Rune Shrines, you can use them over and over again. Lion ore, you gotta go elsewhere to get new lion ores. The ores are basically non-renewable. The Rune Shrines, you can use them over and over. That's not ore right there. That's one of those mobs that flies that shoots projectiles at you. I got 11 of these so far. Still wasn't terrible. I'd probably have fewer if I was actually still just simply mining all the blocks away, like I was doing earlier. I mean, here I'm barely getting any forging experience doing it this way, but still. And getting practically no drops to train augury with. Now I'm starting to find plenty of caves to just hop in, it looks like. A lot of places to check now. Doesn't mean any of them will have any lion ore easy to see, but still, I'm seeing plenty of places to at least look. So let's just look at them all. That looks like it's just empty and a dead end. That is a huge hole in the ground right there. I don't see those spawning that often, like holes that are that freaking big. Like this hole is just massive. How deep does it go? It must go all the way to like bedrock level. It goes really deep. I'm gonna look along the sides of these walls here for lion ore because it seems like a good idea. Man, it just goes freaking deep. I can actually see lava from up here. That's how far down it goes. Yeah, there's like lava near the bottom of Iron Mine. Even though I usually don't go there, so you can't really see it for yourself because no point, you don't get lion ore at the bottom at all. I see none alongside these walls here. None whatsoever. I guess we'll take a closer look at the lava. Though it serves like no purpose for us, really. Like no ore even spawns down here, so there's really no reason to come here. It's literally just stone and lava, like nothing here for you basically. Just interesting to see a hole that freaking big. Oh, there's some ore. Actually exposed to the surface. Just trying to see if there was any more around here, if that was the only piece. Again, looks like that piece of ore was by itself. So this is basically what I have to show for my trip so far, those 12 ores. Certainly could have probably done better. I mean, I definitely found more on my last trip for sure, just doing stuff like this. That plus I didn't even have to travel out too far to find most of the caves anyways. Here I had to go out noticeably further to find caves. Just let me keep facing south, actually. Alright. I don't feel like doing any fighting. I'd rather just find this ore and leave, basically. I basically came here just for the ore. Does this tunnel lead anywhere? It looks like it's going to lead places. How far does it go on for, though? It goes on for a while, actually. And then it just branches into 2 more. I think it might be safe to say I'm out of torches at this point. I'm really running low. Alright, that's a dead end. The other tunnel goes below Y45, so I'm not taking it. I'm basically just bailing out from that tunnel again. And I'll just go find the next one. Alrighty, there's another one to maybe look at. Or maybe there isn't really anything to check out. Small chance there could be lion ore directly exposed to the surface, but it doesn't happen often. Usually not something you can count on. It's possible, but unlikely. I don't think these are going to lead to any ore, so I'll just bail out of these tunnels. So our gravitator barely has any durability left on it now. And there's more tunnels to check here. This could be promising, perhaps. Let's try these. Dead end right here. Now I'm basically down to, yeah, my last torch. We're basically all out of torches at this point. Unless I start trying to reuse them, but then it's just going to be hard to basically remember where I've been and where I haven't. This thing is making it really hard for me to kill it. There we go. Being really annoying. There we go. 3 ores now. 3 of them. So now I need to start going west a bunch. Or maybe I could just do some mining anyways. Or get some coal so I can make like 12 torches. Okay, 12 more torches, not bad. And then I guess we'll start just heading back west. And then about like 1,400 blocks later, we should be very close to our portal to the overworld, and then we can leave with the ore we got. I think I have like 15 of it on me right now, which is honestly not too bad. 15 ore, that's pretty good. almost enough for 2 more silver coins, which is great. That'll be 2 more silverfoot kills I can just do right there, so it's actually going by somewhat quickly. So it looks like I've probably checked these tunnels already. Hence why there's torches everywhere. Yeah, obviously these would not be lit up otherwise. Is it worth checking these or not? I'm gonna go for it anyways. Still didn't necessarily put torches everywhere, so I might have missed an area. Yeah, I definitely missed a spot. I figured I might have missed something, and I did. And we'll also probably have to repair this gravitator soon. Because, yikes, it's not in good shape anymore. In fact, it has almost no durability left in it. This tunnel could lead places. Got this guy after me though, so I need to just quickly pick him off. That'll do it. See if there could be anything in here, but it looks like there's basically nil. Nothing for me to really get excited about. So I could try this tunnel out. Except it's going to be hard, well, maybe not that hard to spot the ore if I can find me, but it'll probably be hard to find my way through these tunnels without having torches to place. I didn't think I'd be able to miss the ores, just... Actually, seeing where I'm going is probably going to be a real pain in the ass. So I'm basically out of torches now. Unless I get like more coal drops off of forging, I'm not putting down more torches, it seems. We're basically all out now. Nice. There we go, some more ore. 4 blocks of it at least. I'll take 4. Oh, now I got 21 lion ores on me right now. 21 of them. Trying to see if there's any more around here. Oh, there is! Nice. I can barely see it all, and I'm still just picking up lion ores as I come across them. They're really, like, not hard to miss, but just walking through these tunnels without light sources is, like, a real pain in the ass. Doable, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just bring torches. I mean, you really just can't miss the ore, at least. So yeah, I've literally just been here. Also, it would be nice to have torches to basically mark where you've been already. That way you basically know where you won't have to check again. Because if you go look somewhere and there's no lion ore, like, what would make you think that if you just check there again, suddenly it'll just magically appear? That's not how things work at all. Oh, I see. Nice. Still getting ore. Still just coming across a bunch of it. Now then. I think we'll keep maybe trying some of these tunnels unless they go too deep. This one's going too deep. Because now I can barely even tell like where I'm stepping even in the first place. It's literally that dark. I can barely tell where I'm walking. Probably gonna get a headache if I just look at this dark screen for too long, so let's not stay down there too long if we don't have to. We're getting pretty close to just getting out of here at this rate. We're almost out at this rate. So I need to just basically face myself the right way that I want to go, and then I should be like extremely close to my portal that lets me leave. I'm basically going to be getting out of here very soon. Now I should have to go ideally just south until we see our overworld portal. And I already see it. I'll just Rosedon warp up, and head right in, and we're done with Iremine. We're out of there for now, basically. That was interesting. 24 Lion ores out of that trip. We did pretty good for ourselves. We did good indeed. And no other essence I can apparently use. A couple of tokens, because why not? Copper coins. That gold one was probably from foraging, most likely. Alright, so let's just toss this in the furnace now that we got it. Alright, so we did it. 24 more Lion ores. Nice, we did it. So I have 44 golden coins, which means I have 2 Lunaver ones sitting here. If I could just go change these in, and then 4 gold coins left over, but I don't really need to buy the armor right now, necessarily. As cool as it would be to actually say I've attained the armor set, don't really need it at the moment. So yeah, what else can I say? Job well done here. Barely got any augury experience at all, but now we're making more progress when it comes to just basically fighting Silverfoot 9 times. I have 4 kills on him already. It takes 20 Lion ingots plus a silver coin, I think it's just 1 silver coin, to buy 2 Silvro coins, which are the boss spawner for Silverfoot. And I have 29 Lion ingots sitting here, and 24 total in these furnaces, so I'm set to have like probably 53 just sitting here. So that's basically almost enough right there to just go and get all the Silverfoot kills we need to have a gold statue of them. So yeah, we're basically almost there in that terms, but I'll then need more Lion ingots to actually complete all the incomplete weapons, and silver coins too to go along with that, but silver coins are probably going to come in much quicker. If I just go to Barathos, those will come in quickly. Alright, so there we go. That's a lot of Lion. So I have plenty of levels. Let me just quickly take a look, see what our Ghastly armor set is looking like. Well, whatever we have of it, that is. What enchantments do we have on this already? Some decent ones, but it can be better. I'll try and do some enchanting with the levels they currently have. Pretty nice already, but we can improve on it. So do I have any lying around Protection 3 books I can use? As a matter of fact, probably not. No, it doesn't look like it. I have this. I could maybe just go and quickly put this on the Justice Bow. I have a Power 4 book here too, which is interesting. I have... If I want to get a Power 5 book, I can do so now. Pretty costly, but I could do that now if I wanted. I will take Protection 3 here, and maybe I'll just enchant one piece of the Ghastly Armor for now. With this. Then I'll probably do the rest of the work on this kind of stuff later. No real position to continue enchanting at this point. I already have a Book of Infinity just still lying around, so I won't need this. That will likely go towards my Justice bow. Or whatever bow I want to use it on. It's probably going to be Justice, most likely. And also this thing, too. And Flame. I think I basically have all the enchantments I want for my bow here already. Now I just need the levels to actually apply them. I'd like to apply all these now, but simply can't. Hopefully I can just apply all these later. Because then I'll have a killer bow on hand. Then I still want to continue working on really just improving this armor set here. Because I think I'm going to use the armor set that gives you poison resistance for Vox Pawns, most likely. Just so you know what it's going to look like. It's probably going to look something like this, my setup. Sure, I'd lose speed if I went with this, but... Poison resistance just sounds so nice in Vox Pawns. And yes, with the face mask, I would be able to wear this in Vox Pawns, no problem. At least unless this broke. So that's basically what I'd consider. That's what I'd bring to Vox Pawns, most likely. So I guess I'll just go and look at some actual creative builds that might match the style of what I'm going for.